Hi, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I hope you all had a great day and are having a great evening. If those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather. I am the owner of H Square Design. By trade, I'm an interior decorator, but I've started this page to encourage people to craft and do DIYs and how to make their house a home. So that's what we're here to do today. So if you saw my post and you're following along, tonight I was going to show, I said wreaths. When I mean wreaths, I guess I should have clarified. We are going to go about some wreaths this week. Tonight I'm using an embroidery hoop, and it won't be an old-fashioned type wreath. It's just going to be a door hanger or a wall hanger, wherever you want to do with it. And it's just something very simple. So I went to a friend's garage sale this weekend. Hi, good evening. I went to a friend's garage sale this weekend and got a couple of great embroidery hoops. Let's see how large this is. And she gave it, good evening, she gave it to me for free. And then I have another one down here. It's a big oval that I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with. So when I figure that out, I will share it with you guys. So tonight we're just going to use an embroidery hoop. You can use any size you would like to use. We're going to use some burlap. We're going to use a piece of fabric. If you saw one of my lives, it was a piece of rolled up fabric from Walmart for $1.47, and burlap is inexpensive as well. My free embroidery hoop, I already had all this on hand, so this is kind of a fun project. Any piece of ribbon or scrap fabric that you have. I'm using 2 pieces of ribbon tonight because I got this and I just love this ribbon. Isn't that cute? And it's too thin, so I'm actually going to glue this right on top of the burlap so that I can use it that way, okay? So that's my plan tonight. So burlap, fabric, ribbon, and then a couple of white sunflowers for embellishment. So I need to get my vision checked. I'm trying to see who's on here, and my husband's not sitting next to me tonight. So, hi Kathy. Hi Esmeralda, I think it says. Oh my goodness, I have my camera far away today so that you can see this big old wreath. So I hope you can see better. Give me a thumbs up if this is a better view. I've been playing with the placement of my camera, and I think this might be better, but I have no helpers this evening, so bear with me here. So, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so we're going to make this wreath, and then I'm going to tell you some of the projects that are coming up that I think will be kind of fun, and they're really, really, really inexpensive, fun projects for wreaths and door hangers, okay? We're going to do this for a few days, give you guys some options. Then I will go back. Thank you for the thumbs up. I will go back, and then I will show you how to make matching garlands to go with all of this. So if you technically wanted to, you could do a shelf, or you could do a mantle and a fireplace with a wreath above it and a garland underneath it. And I'm going to show, some of you might not like my styles because I'm going to go from, different types. I'm going to do a little country with trucks. I'm going to do more contemporary. I'm going to do in between, traditional, all different kinds of fun stuff, and play with some colors so there's a little bit of something for everybody. So anyways, let's get started. I love this embroidery hoop. I don't even know how big it is. I didn't even measure it, but it's pretty awesome. So I'm just going to take the insert out right now and use that. All right, and then I have my burlap. I ironed my fabric a little bit, just a quick iron. I've got berries here. Okay. So I'm just going to lay my fabric over and play with it however I want it. Okay. And then I'll give you a couple of different ways to do this. Center your fabric however you're going to want to see it on there. We're going to use 2 different fabrics. I'm going to flip this over because it has a flaw on it. Good evening, Vanessa. Hello. She just signed on, I think, or I'm just seeing you for the first time. All right, so we got this burlap over here. Okay, you're gonna love this. Okay, and then real quick, I'm gonna glue this ribbon on top of this ribbon. You could use a buffalo plaid. Reach over here. I was deciding between the two earlier. You could use a buffalo plaid. You can kind of see how it coordinates. But I've been dying to use this ribbon, so I'm going to use this ribbon. I've never seen it before, and I saw it. I don't remember what state I was in. I was in a Hobby Lobby in another state, I believe, a Hobby Lobby, and I fell in love with it. So I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to center this in here. Just lightly tap it down. You could use fabric glue too if you want to. Okay. I don't think that did line up very good. Before it dries, it's nice. Kind of hot glue is very forgiving. You can play with it a little. You can use both glues if you'd like. Okay. So I just like the layered look. So it turns out like that. Okay. All right. You're gonna just stretch your fabric over however you want to do it. I'm gonna move my burlap down a little. I love this fabric. And I want my truck centered in there. So I'm gonna move it a little bit this way. And this just a little bit up. Okay. Watch how simple this is. All right. Make sure the top is centered where you want it. Okay, that'll work. I'm not gonna shove it down yet. I'm gonna put this right where I want it. I'll move this down just a smidge. I'm trying to get this truck right here in the center. You're gonna laugh when you see how simple this craft is, actually. I debated whether or not to do a video on it because it was kind of easy. But I fell in love with it, so, okay. You just shove it on down, okay? Now, you can tighten it, you can glue it, you can pull the fabric through a little more. Make it tighter. Then we're going to cut the excess off. Okay, so can you see that? We're going to go down like this. I'm going to play with this a little because this pumpkin one underneath is not tight. This is why you don't glue it yet. You kind of play with it so you can get it nice and tight. Isn't this easy? Good evening, Sherry. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm liking this. All right. Now I'm just going to trim the excess out if I like my placement, which against my door you won't be able to see through the burlap. You could put 2 things of burlap down if you wanted to, but okay. So now I'm going to tighten this sucker because I don't want my fabric to go anywhere. And this is a little... Excuse me for just a second. You really got to use your muscles on this one. Hi, Heather. I like your blouse. Oh, thank you. You know, it's so funny, and I might be able to see it if you go back and do the replay on this video, is I have pajama pants on. You guys, I like to be honest. I don't like to be fake. It's life. I have pajama pants on, and I thought about it and thought, oh, no one will see my bottom of me because they don't even match. And then I sat down, and then I went, I have to hit the start video button. So in the start of the video, it's probably going to show my pajama pants, but it was too late. So what are you going to do? It's life. I'm tired this evening. I had radiation today. I started radiation too, and it wiped me out. So I was like, comfy clothes. I came home, took a shower, and we ordered pizza for dinner, and it was an easy day other than that. So. All right, do you guys like that? Can you see it? I'm gonna embellish it. Isn't that cute and simple? Yes, it is funny. I'm glad I made you guys' evening. I like to keep things. I posted something the other day and actually got a pretty good response from it. That, you know, everybody puts things on Facebook, but we don't always put the real stuff. Be comfortable. There you go. You know, there's the real part of life, and not everything's perfect. The house doesn't always look perfect. You know, I like to be real. So if you don't like that, you may not like watching me, but we all have those days and we all have those moments. And let's get real. If we take a picture of our house, we're not going to just take any angle of our house. We're going to take the part of the house that looks the cleanest, right? So everybody thinks your house is always spotless. And I'm like, nope, it's not. It just happened to be that's the angle I took it at the moment, you know? So I like to be real with everybody. Okay, so I like this. So we're going to turn it over. We're going to cut off our excess fabric. Don't throw it away. Save it. So the burlap is just, you can get actually rolls and strips. I so agree. Yes, yes, you guys. This is a place to be real and honest and, you know, it's amazing. Everybody thinks everybody else's lives are so perfect and we compare each other. And especially as women, I think women, no offense, you could be worse than men sometimes. And you think we need to, you know, inspire each other. You may not be crafty, and that's okay. Your house doesn't have to have all these crafts. But if I inspire you to make just something for yourself that you enjoy and give you an outlet for stress or unwinding, that's my mission, really, you know? So that's all it is. So if I show things and you're like, wow, I do it because I like it. And I don't need the praise. I don't need the credit. I could be a fly on the wall after doing a party or something. I just like doing it. It brings me joy. So anyways, I'm off my soapbox now. So you're just going to cut this. You guys, this fabric from Walmart, I tell you, I'm going to zoom in on it in just a second, you guys, if you haven't seen it yet. It is gorgeous. I love it. The print on it is so pretty. I think I'm going to make some pillows out of it. I think I'm going to be selling some pillows and some fabric pumpkins on September 18th. So if you're in the area, check out the event. Come over, even if you don't want to buy anything, come over and introduce yourself. If I don't know you, I would love to get to know you. And, you know, that's what it's all about, right? Especially right now when the world's so crazy. All right. At least I wasn't wearing leggings or spandex. Oh, that would have been funny. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. Sorry. I'm tired. There we go. So this is it. It'll be against. Isn't that cute? Let's go to the mirror. All right. I think that's cute. Top. I'm going to embellish it with some sunflowers. Aren't those pretty? I like those. A little shabby, little light colored. I'm going to be doing something with yellow sunflowers because the funniest thing is my husband loves yellow sunflowers, like really loves yellow sunflowers. And I think it's because when we were married, first married 25 years ago, our house had a lot of sunflowers in it at the time. That's what I liked. I had cobalt blue, yellow, and sunflowers. And so I really think that's one of the reasons why he likes them. Okay, so I have that, and then if I can find where I put them, I just had them. I feel like I'm losing it. Oh, here they are. Okay. I have a material list for you guys if you want to craft along this week with some of the stuff I'm going to be doing. Some of it you might have on hand, and I'm going to do, well, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, so aren't these cute? I like these. These are cute. Kathy, this would be great gifts, you guys. You could do Christmas ones or fall ones, because you could use a smaller embroidery hoop, and they're really not that expensive. And if you go to the Goodwill or Salvation Army or garage sales, people are always selling these things. You can paint it, you can trim it with ribbon, you can do whatever you want with it. You could actually get this. I could have done this and not covered it with fabric and decorated it and painted it and got 2 wreaths out of 1 embroidery hoop. So I would use the inner for a wreath and the outer for a wreath. And they make really cute gifts. Now, if you want to, okay, I could glue, how would I do this? There's a way to do this. So you glue the fabric down here, and then you glue this to this, and it's a pouch. So you could, in essence, like put, let's see if I have flowers around here. I do. I have a pile here on the floor, but what are you going to do? Okay. I'll just show you with some leaves, okay? You could take flowers and stems of flowers and tuck them in there and do something. Not that color, but you know what I'm kind of getting at. So you could do that. It's a little pouch, or you could put some goodies in there. You can make a little pouch, put some goodies, and give it as a gift. And that would be kind of cute, or put a little gift card, or I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to glue these leaves and these sunflowers just a little bit here on the side, just like so. Just adds another plaid, you know, adds a little plaid to it. Why not, right? I have always loved crafts. In fact, this is funny. I don't have it in front of me. Those of you that don't know, I have a special needs son. Cindy, hi! Oh my goodness. I have a special needs son. He's 19 years old, and he's going to adult school, adult program over at the high school. Anyways, so he brings home this thing today where you put your name down, and then his name's Joshua. So J, he put joyful, and O, he put outstanding. He's very humble. S, he put, what did he put? So the last A, he puts attractive. I am not kidding you. I was laughing so hard, but it was funny because I can remember doing that in 3rd grade and my parents laughing at me because I put I'm artsy as the A, and here my kids putting attractive, and my mom goes, that's not such a word. I can still remember that, but it was just so funny today when he brought that home and he was just finding himself attractive, I guess. So he cracks me up. He has autism, and you'd never know it to a degree if you met him. He's pretty outgoing for it. He defies the odds on that. For my kid who used to be nonverbal, it's amazing. All right, let's see if these will glue and hold. If not, then we're in trouble. No, we'll see. And come on, might need more glue. Let's see. I'm holding him down for a second. Anything exciting happen to anyone today while I'm letting these dry? Anyone? Or are you just listening to my weird stories today? All right. I think that might glue through. Okay, what do you think? You like it? I like it. It looks a little distorted in the picture. The sunflowers look weird. I don't know why. And I'm trying to, here we go. All right. So you can embellish it with whatever you want. And then you can hang it. You could take twine. You could take ribbon to hang it. Thank you. Hi, Jackie. Good evening. Thank you. Okay, so you could hang ribbon. You could get yourself, you know, the wooden beads. I was going to grab I have these tonight, but I was going to show you some different ones. You could take just regular smooth beads and make a hanger for it. For this one, I'd probably paint them white or black or use that, so that would be kind of fun to do. But you can get creative with your fabrics and so forth. So there's this. Like I said, the fabric was $1.47. The sunflowers I had here, but they're just picks from Hobby Lobby. So there's just 2 of them. A little bit of ribbon and a little bit of burlap, you guys. And you could use greenery here too if you would like to. I don't think I have any. I'm looking on both sides of me. I don't have any greenery. You can put greenery coming down. You can embellish it however you want it. If you didn't have a ribbon here that had words on this, then thank you for the hearts. That's very sweet. Okay, if you didn't have a word on your ribbon, you just want to use something else, you could paint or put a word. Let me show you. You could paint this black and put it down here and put a gather. See it? So there's other things you can do. I was just going for something simple. I think I'm probably going to, it's sagging a little here, so I think I'm going to glue my ribbon to the fabric. I'll let you know what I decide to do. But I think this is going on. I'm putting a ladder on my front porch this year. I had one in my bedroom, and then we had to move a desk into our room, long story, because we couldn't get Wi-Fi in our office. So for my husband to work from home. So I have this desk now in the corner of my bedroom, our master bedroom. So I need a place for the ladder, so I think I'm going to put it on my porch and kind of hang this on the front porch. But I'll show you guys when I go to do the front porch, because I got a lot of helpful hints for that and some decorating ideas. So we did this. Okay. On my page, you guys can comment later, now, whenever, to see. On my page, there's a picture from my fall wreath I made last year. And it is this one. Oh, let me pull it up. I'm fluffing it right now. I just got it out of a storage bin. Okay, so I got a lot of feedback on this, positive feedback actually. So it's got lint on it. I can teach you how to make this one if you would like. So just let me know in the comments. It's pom-poms, a straw wreath, some orange ribbon, and then a word here. Okay, so if you want to learn, yep. Okay, so if you want to learn to make this, I will teach you how to make that. Just let me know. If you don't, no big deal. I can just write the instructions down. Maybe I'll do something. I got to get my blogs almost up and running, my website, so that'll be exciting. And then I purchased a YouTube channel, my own YouTube channel, so I'm uploading videos on that. So that'll be good. Okay, so let me know if you want. You can just say yes, pom-pom, I don't care, anything like that. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Thank you. I like it. You know, you can do, there's a cute one to do for the winter too. And it's kind of like a grayish with a silver sparkle in it, and the white with a little sparkle and some black. It's kind of like wintry colors that you can do to transition from Christmas to winter. So, okay, yes. Okay, good. All right, then I will, we'll do that one Saturday. How about we do that one Saturday morning? Yes, pom-pom. All right, cool. All right, well, then if you want to go ahead and craft along, you can. So pick yourself up. You know what I'm talking about? Those straw wreaths. This is the back, okay? They come in plastic. They're kind of messy. Leave it in the plastic. Don't take the plastic off. And then you'll need, I used a burlap ribbon because it took the pom-poms well that I glued onto it and grabbed them. So it would be a straw wreath of any size you would like. And you're going to need probably 4 to 5 skeins of yarn, depending on what size wreath you get, okay? And then a welcome. Now, if you're going to use this orange, I will try to find out the color for you. This was from Joann's, and I had a hard time figuring out what color to make this, you guys. I tried cream, it was too bright. I tried gold, it didn't show up. I tried black, it didn't match with the orange. Anyway, so whatever color you want to use, you can use galvanized or whatever. So, but it makes a statement. I think it's so pretty and so inviting and warm, and kind of just everything fall kind of is. So we'll do the pom-pom wreath on Saturday. So tomorrow, I'm going to show you to make 2 different wreaths, both wreaths all together under $10 to make. So if you are on a budget or you just like to make things inexpensively, because I like to sometimes, I will show you. What you'll need is a pizza pan. I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1, okay? That's it. So what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to just take some sandpaper to it, and then I'm going to embellish the sides, okay? A couple of things you can use. If you have wood that's a half circle, we're going to butt them up against each other and glue them on before we paint it. We're going to be painting it, okay? You can use those. If you have, these are the wrong ones, I grabbed the wrong. If you have, well, you can use any kind of wood bead you have. You would just match, when you glue it on, you would match the openings together so you wouldn't see the holes in them, okay? Or, if you're at the Dollar Tree, let me set this down for a second. You know the glass marbles? The little inexpensive marbles, they have them at the dollar store or whatever. Some of you might have some at your house. We can glue those on too, okay? So just something to give texture to the edge. We're gonna sandpaper this and rough it up. I'll probably do that ahead of time so you're not sitting watching me paint. So I'm gonna sandpaper this, clean it off, use sandpaper. Then I'm gonna glue an embellishment around the sides, and then I'm gonna take whatever color chalk paint you want. I'm gonna do white, and I'm going to chalk paint this, probably a couple of coats, and have it ready to go so you don't have to watch me painting, but I wanted to let you know what I was doing. So pizza pan, a little bit of sandpaper. They sell sandpaper at the Dollar Tree if you don't have any at home. Anything to give texture, or you could put twine on it, you could put ribbon, anything you have, like I said, at home. But if you get these little beads, they're $1, and just glue them around the edges. And then I'm going to chalk the whole thing one color so it'll look like a beaded round tray, okay? And then if you can find a calendar of any kind, I'm going to be using this calendar from the dollar store. This is $1 also, okay? And I'm going to be using 2 pictures out of there, okay? I'm going to be using this one and I'm going to be cutting out and using this one. Isn't that cute? It's $1. It's a 2022 calendar. Or you can use scrapbook paper if you have a picture on it. You could print something offline and cut it out. Anything you want. We're going to decoupage something onto the center of this tray. Or you could just get a word or anything like that, okay? All right. Napkin. Remember, you can use napkins. If you see a picture online, you can use it on your craft as long as you're not going to sell your craft. You see, you could even print on tissue paper, okay? So if you have a piece of tissue paper, even if it's used, iron it, tape it on the corners of regular paper, run it through your printer, and then you can actually decoupage that onto the center of this as well, okay? So calendar, so we're at $1, $2. The paint is just a little bit, so get yourself some kind of paint. Beads of some sort, you can get these for $1, so we're at $3, right? While you're at the Dollar Tree, if you don't have this at home, get a piece of foam board. It's $1, okay? See the thickness? Can you see that? Just, what do they call it? They don't call it foam. Project sheet is what they call it, but it's a cardboard. You could use a box. If you have a box at home, a larger box, we're going to be cutting out a wreath out of this, okay? So cardboard, free if you have a box, or this for $1. So $1, $2, $3, $4, right? You need glue, so $5. And then right now, if you don't have felt at home, I think this color is so pretty, you guys, this pumpkin-y color. Okay, these are normally 33 cents at Hobby Lobby. This week, they're half off. So that's like 16.5 cents for a whole sheet. And you're gonna need about 10. So I picked up these, and I have this color. And then I have extra because I'm going to be doing other stuff with it. If you want to pick up more than that, get more, because I'm going to show you how to do a garland out of this as well. So we're going to do a wreath and a garland out of this eventually. So if you want to pick it up while it's 50% off, you can do a lot with felt, and it's so cheap. And they have Look at that green, isn't it pretty? They have gorgeous colors over there. They have bright colors. If you're into the brights, they have bright colors. But I wanted these 3 colors. Is what I wanted to do mine in. Okay, so that's like $2 worth of it. All right. Okay. If you can't get to Hobby Lobby and you can't get out or you don't want to go out, remember Michael's, just so you guys know, Michael's delivers. Or you can do pickup. So, anyways, okay. So $2 on the felt. This $3, $4, $5, $6 plus a little bit of paint and glue. And we're gonna make 2, 1 wall hanger and 1 wreath out of it, okay? So if you want to follow along, we'll do that. I think that'll be a fun, inexpensive project. I like that, and I think it'll look really pretty. So I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. The other thing you can make a wreath of, I found these in the fall section of Hobby Lobby, and they are leaves with sticky backs. They're cardboard, okay? And they are $4.99, and they're 40% off right now, and you get 24 of these. I was excited about these. So what you do is, let me get one. I don't want to peel it off all the way because I don't want. So you take this yellow and it peels off, and then the cardboard's sticky. So you can put scrapbook paper or fabric on there and adhere it down. You don't need glue. Supposedly it's just going to stick right there. You might need extra glue, a little fabric glue. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then after you put it down, you're just going to trim them out. These are great for templates for a felt if you want to do this shape leaf, okay? So say, you know, you can get, or you can just print a leaf picture off the line, online, you know, print it up. 2, these would be cute with different patterns of the same colors of scrapbook paper. And then you could actually make a wreath out of these, or you can make a garland with different fabrics or paper on them. So this, like I said, this was $4.99? $5, so it was $3. So for $3 you could embellish a wreath and make a garland if you have paper laying around. It could be solid paper, anything like that. So that was a fun option too. And this is a nice thing that you can do with your kids, because the kids can peel the backs for you and help you smooth on the paper. And then if they're good at cutting, cut around the leaves and stuff. So something to think about to get the kids in. It's always good to get kids involved with arts and crafts. It's actually, it's good for their motor skills, and it's good for their education later on if you start them off on arts, crafts, and mud play really young. So anyway, so there's those. That's it. So I'll put the list down with a picture of everything on my page, and I will come back tomorrow night at 6:30, and we're going to make both those wreaths with the felt and the pizza pan with the beads and the chalk paint, okay? So we're going to make those 2. Tonight we made this. I need to start posting some pictures up so you can see all our crafts that we've done so far. Okay, then tomorrow night also is the drawing. So my picture of my entryway, if you haven't seen that post already, share it. If you've shared it, please comment done. Due to privacy settings, if you share it and I go to see who shared it, sometimes I can't see who's all shared it for some reason because it says due to privacy settings. So if you've shared that post, please comment done so that I know. If you bring a person to the page to like it, and the reason I do that is the more people I have following my page, the more often you will see my posts come up instead of having to come to my page, okay? So if you get somebody new to the page to follow, tag them in the comments so that I know, 1, I want to welcome them, and 2, then you get another entry into the drawing, okay? And then the third, you can get a third name in the drawing if you post a picture on that post in the comments of a craft that you have made or are going to make, okay? And I'm trying to think. I probably will give away, if we get enough people, I'll probably do 2 names, and they'll probably be Hobby Lobby gift cards. So if you want to win a Hobby Lobby gift card, that would be great. So, and if you're watching this on replay, tell me you're watching it on replay. So tomorrow night, we're going to do 2 crafts. We're going to do the pizza pan, and we're we're gonna do the foam, we're gonna cut out foam board and make a really cute, inexpensive wreath. I will put the supplies on if you want to get them. Remember, both projects will be under $10 made completely all together. And we will sign on tomorrow at 6:30. After we're done making that, we will draw 1 or 2 names for a Hobby Lobby gift card. So anyways, if you're new to my page, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you guys had fun this evening, and I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening.